Chapter 13. When Damon reached Adrianne, she was resting, and Wilder sat at her side holding her hand. She appeared so young, he thought. Maybe it was because he and his brothers had accelerated growth and developed into yearlings. He stood marveling at how beautiful and youthful his mother is. Damon stood in the doorway and then walked to Wilder's side as Wilder sat in a chair close to Adrianne's bed. Wilder knew Damon's walk as he knew his own sons Hunter and Devon's movements. His brother Lycell had gotten Adrianne pregnant not long after Hunter and Devon were born, and Lycell's sons and his sons had all grown from pups to yearlings together. This is what Wilder had wanted in the beginning: to grow the pack. But now he questioned his selfishness every time he watched Adrianne appear to be suffering because of the pregnancy. He begged her for more pups only because he got tired of Lycell bragging and throwing his 6 sons in Wilder's face. After all, Wilder is the alpha of all his alpha brothers, and with only 2 sons he felt threatened by Lycell. Not because he thought there would be a civil war, but because Lycell and his sons were needy and appeared to dominate Adrianne's affection and time. To Adrianne's credit, she warned Wilder about her marriage to all of them. Drayton, the sensible one, hadn't been a problem, but Lycell was a problem from the beginning and would always be a problem to the stability of the pack. And because of the new pups due, Lycell had showed his temper and stormed off, making Adrianne sick and worried about him. Wilder knew he had done this on purpose. When he can't have everything his way, he throws a monkey wrench in to cause problems and disrupts everyone in the family, especially Wilder. Damon looked at Wilder and then Adrianne. "Is Mother okay?" His voice soft and tired. "She's been upset over Lycell leaving and not calling anyone." Damon let Wilder get out his frustrations before he would tell him that Lycell had been found. "How could your father do this to her?" Wilder said, holding Adrianne's hand, bewildered and upset. Damon, the practical and rational one, answered with the same, "How could you do this to her?" Wilder gazed up at Damon. His deep eyes narrowed, signaling a warning to him not to go too far. He was a beta in this pack and in the family. "Your mother wanted this as much as I did. I tried to talk her out of it when Robert warned us she was taking a chance having more pups, but she wanted females, and now she got what she wanted. We're having quadruplets. 4 of them. Do you believe it?" A smile turned into a sad look in his eyes. "I hope it doesn't kill her," Wilder said, staring down at Adrianne, who appeared to be sedated. Wilder touched Adrianne's face, and a warm, easy smile danced across his. Damon never really saw such happiness on Wilder's face, and who was he to question Wilder about his wife and his pack? Damon held out his hand. "Congratulations." Standing looking at Damon, Wilder felt better. He brought Damon to him and gave him a tight hug. He had 2 hugs today. Ones he needed. Maybe now he could come back home. "Everything is okay now. Father is home." Wilder's expression changed. It was one of relief, and a slow smile crossed his face, and he turned away from Damon. "Sit with your mother. I have to speak with your father." "He can't talk now." Wilder turned around to face Damon. "He's been shot, and we found him in the woods naked." "Is he all right?" Anger turned to concern with Wilder. "I don't know. When we found him, he was unconscious and near death." Adrianne opened her eyes. "Who's unconscious and near death?" Damon looked to Wilder, and Wilder's eyes shifted to Damon, but Wilder never met Adrianne's eyes. If he would lie, she would know. He searched for a lie, but Adrianne was watching at Wilder and Damon to see who would tell her the truth. "Just tell me, damn you, Wilder." He raised an eyebrow, because he hadn't heard Adrianne raise her voice or curse him before. "I don't need you to protect me, like I'm one of those frail human females you constantly talk about. You would tell one of the war females and expect her to handle it. Now tell me." Adrianne's voice frail but her tone strong. Wilder walked back and sat close to her on the bed to hold her hand. She pulled it back. Tell me before I get out of this bed and find out for myself. Did you find Lycell or is it Tracker? It's not Tracker. Adrianne took a deep breath. Then it's Lycell, Adrianne said. She brought her hand to her mouth. It is Lycell. Adrianne began to breathe hard, taking in large gulps of air. Her chest moving up and down. Her stomach moving because the pups were in stress. She made an attempt to get out of bed, and Wilder stopped her. He placed his hand over her stomach to calm her and the pups in her. It wasn't time for them to come into the world. If it happened too soon, there was a chance they wouldn't survive since they appeared to be extremely small. Wilder glanced up at Damon. Where is Robert? All I want to know is Lycell okay? Adrianne asked Damon, but Wilder answered. You know Lycell. He's strong and doing fine. He always is. I'm going down to see him, and I'll tell him you're waiting for an apology. Adrianne appeared to be pleased that Wilder will take him to task by what he had caused to the family. She turned back to her side, blinked her eyes and calmed. I want to be alone now. Ask Drayton to come to the room to sit with me, Wilder. Wilder nodded for Damon to leave, and Damon left after kissing Adrianne on her shoulder. When they stood in the hall, sitting on the floor near the door was the girl Damon found in the forest. With all the turmoil, Damon had forgotten about her. Who is this? Wilder said, recognizing her for what she is, a werefemale. Even if it took Damon time to realize who she was, Wilder recognized her right away, and he even knew the clan she belonged to because there weren't too many packs left in the Americas. Why is she here? Wilder said, looking at her. I found her in the woods. You need to take her back. I can't do that. Her family is dead. And she doesn't have a name. Give her a name and bring her to the Alaskan clan. I made a pact with them after what Drayton messed up by not marrying Mina. But Mina is married to Robert. Yes, and she belongs to that clan, and they forbid a marriage or mating between the Samses. They want all their females brought back to them. If you look, you will see a small tattoo on her finger. The girl hid her finger behind her back. Wilder looked at her and she said to him, Don't talk to me like I don't exist. I made an agreement with Damon. Wilder cut her off. He can't make any agreements without telling the Samsa Council first. And 1/3 of that council is sick and won't have a vote for some time. And Wilder turned and walked away, leaving Damon and the girl watching at each other. Well, I guess the big bad wolf has spoken. I'll leave, the girl said. You're not going anywhere. My mother will influence the vote. If I want you to stay, she will go along with me. Besides, you're my mate. It has been decided. But why do you want me to stay? You like that werefemale named Sadia. She doesn't love me, Damon said. So you keep me around to make your nights easy during the full moon. She stood up. I don't think I want to be a fuck buddy. Where did you learn that word? From reading old newspapers. I see you got a well-rounded education. He took her by the hand and pulled her along down the hall and showed her his room. You stay here. Uncle Wilder will be leaving after my mother gives birth, and he won't know you're around. He never comes to this part of the house. I didn't know your mother had 2 husbands. She has 3. Uncle Drayton is the 3rd and official husband. The girl narrowed her confused eyes. It's complicated, Damon said with a quick closed smile. Everything about you and your family is complicated. Damon showed her his room. It was sparse but had a large king bed. This is where we'll sleep. She smiled. He stepped close. His lips met hers. She placed her finger between their lips. No. His eyes grew wide. I want you to kiss me like you love me. I will know if you mean it. Their lips touched and a wave of ecstasy throbbed through him. His long tongue passed through her lips, and she accepted his tongue and sucked it as her body burned against his. Damon glanced at the girl with a warm, inviting smile, and as he undressed her for their bath, he dropped his clothes near hers beside the tub. As the girl stepped happily into the bathtub with Damon, their eyes meeting and he holding her hand, Wilder sprinted breathless to the hospital.